Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aklima Opi and my ID is 19323575. Today my presentation topics is the garments industry in Bangladesh in this COVID-19 pandemic situation. So let us know about the content. This is content and today we will discuss these topics. Currently situation of Bangladesh for COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic is taking heavy toll on Bangladesh, and this is update news on August 7, 2020. Number of new affected and total affected, new death and total death, new recovered and total recovered, new test and total test for COVID-19. Situation of garments industry. Bangladesh has been given a lockdown for coronavirus. As a result, all the garments industry of Bangladesh were locked down. But considering the economy of Bangladesh, limited number of garments industry were reopened. But some small garments industry were not separate from this horrible situation because garments industry losing around $100 million per day. So far, 40 to 50 garments factories have been closed. Situation of workers. Bangladesh ready-made garment sector accounts for around 80% of country's manufacturing income, with at least 4 million workers dependent on it. As a result, BGMEA has directed 100% salary allow for the workers who will be open during the lockdown and 50% salary allow for the workers who will be closed during the lockdown. But thousands of garments workers have a lot sit on the road because it is not possible for the owners of garments factories to service in such a horrible situation, due to which they have about 25,000 to 30,000 workers, excluding seen last February. Situation of import. In recent time, there have been various problems in making clothing in Bangladesh, because we import some raw material for making clothing. So for which the 85% to 90% raw material import from China. In the last year, $1,363 million of goods and raw materials were imported from China, including yarn, cloth and others raw material for $502 million. In all, 45 to 50% of total raw materials in the garment sector comes from China. Continuously, it will have a serious impact on the clothing sector because import from China did not come by ship. So far, imports have dropped by about 50%. Situation of export. Bangladesh is the world's second largest garments exporter, and 80 to 85% of Bangladesh's total export comes from garments industry. And Europe is the biggest garments export market with almost 61.91% of total consumption. We also export from USA of 17.97%, Canada of 3.45%, and non-traditional of 16.66%. Export growth in 2018 to 2019 overall of 16.6325%, and export growth of July to January overall July to January in 2019 to 2020 overall of minus 6.725%. And we know very well that by 2020 to 2021 export growth will be very decreases because buyers have cancelled order worth around about 25,000 to 30,000 crore in the middle of this year crucial production session. Economic condition of Bangladesh. In the 2018 to 2019 financial year, Bangladesh export garments worth 34.1 billion, which is more than 80% of the total exports. If there is a crisis in the sector, it will have an impact on the export trend. In the current financial year, the target of the export income of the garment sector has been about 3,602 crore dollar, which is 11.91% more than last year. Exclusive this goal is doubt. And at present, Bangladesh is going to lose about 300 crore taka in market. And unemployment rate in Bangladesh has 4.2%, but it has increased several times due to coronavirus. The contribution of garments industry to the GDP in Bangladesh in 60.70%, but this year epidemic will reduce GDP by 10 to 15%. The coronavirus has badly affected garments and textile industry. Moreover, the unemployment rate in Bangladesh has increased, and due to the increase in the unemployment rate, the number of thieves and robbers will also increase in Bangladesh. Besides, the GDP of Bangladesh has come down to a great extent. All in all, the coronavirus will have a huge detrimental effect on the Bangladesh economy. And I think if the impact of the coronavirus is even greater, the damage to Bangladesh may not be possible for the next 5 to 6 years. But now we have to accept this time and safely move forward. So let's all work together to prevent the coronavirus. So stay safe, stay home. Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.